Hey, hey, hey! It's time to play some Historic Brawl with Astor. Astor, Bearer of Blades. Be careful how you say his name, but he's good, and you're going to see. Check it out. That's right. This video has maybe the best Historic Brawl game I've ever played. It's against one of the top commanders. Stick around for that. But before we get to that, let's talk about what this deck is. We're running Astor, Bearer of Blades. He is a 4/4 for 4, and that's it. No. When he comes in, he's going to draw you a card, provided you have an equipment or vehicle in the top 7 cards of your library, and we have stacked the deck to make sure that we're going to do that pretty much every time. Equipment we control has Equip 1, and vehicles we control have Crew 1. So, of course, we're going to play busted equipment that costs a lot, like... Where is it? Colossus Hammer, that's right. Equipped creature gets +10/+10 and loses flying. Normally equips for 8, but with Astor, it equips for 1. We can also, new Dominaria card here as well, Danitha, if we can get the expensive equipment in hand, then when we play Danitha, we can put it onto the battlefield and attach it to her, such as, I don't know, none of these are equipment, although this on the other side has equipment, but like Nettle Cyst, for example. That could be really good. And other than just all kinds of good stuff, we've got Esper Sentinel, which is fun to equip. We've got Ephemerate, which exiles a creature we control and returns it. And, of course, that lets us blink Astor to get more draws of equipment off of Astor. We've got Dueling Rapier, which costs 4 to equip normally, but with Astor will just be 1. Fervent Champion, which reduces equipment costs. Goblin Warrior, which is a warrior, which is relevant. As you'll see, Goblin Cavalier. This is a jumpstart or anthology card that's really fun because it gets +2/+0 for each equipment and has trample. We got Rabbit Battery, another relatively recent equipment. I got a lot of these living, what do they call them? The reconfigures, the creature equipments in this. Basilisk Collar, newly printed into Arena, Death Touch plus Lifelink, always good. Colossus Hammer we talked about. Eater of Virtue is a cool equipment that will get abilities as our creatures die. Shadow Spear, of course, is slam dunk equipment. On the vehicle side, we don't have a ton of vehicles, but you got to run the Colossal Plow. Getting this from Crew 6 to Crew 1 is awesome. And of course, it's not that hard to get 6 power onto Astor anyway, to crew it for the normal cost. Or one of our other creatures. All that glitters, we're going to have a ton of equipment, so that's going to make stuff huge. Plate armor gets reduced by the amount of equipment. It's also +3/+3 in Ward 1. Armed and Armored, pretty fun. We have some dwarves that we can attach equipment to in this deck. Barbed Spike is a creature plus equipment. Horn of Valhalla is some new equipment that also makes creatures. Ingenious Smith is a creature that can dig for equipment and draw some equipment or another artifact. Core Blade Master. So this is what I was talking about. Keep warriors in mind because equipped warriors we control have double strike. Of course, our commander is a warrior, so that's a no-brainer to include in this deck. We got Lion Sash for Graveyard Hate creature and its equipment. Machiko's Reign of Truth, version number 2 of All That Glitters. SRAM's going to draw us cards. Sajiri Protection, Armory Veteran is a warrior that can get buffed by equipment. Armed Scavenger can get us equipment. I know it's an alchemy card, but it is a fun equipment card. We got Champion of the Flame, is another warrior that benefits from equipment. Lizard Blades, Ogre Headhelm, more equipment creatures. Steel Crusher is a warrior, and it can also remove opposing artifacts. Also thought this would be hilarious. This is another new Dominaria United card. Being able to tap all our equipment to deal the damage to a creature or planeswalker on the second chapter seems like hilarious. Fighter class, of course, we can play this and search up our Colossus Hammer or basically any equipment that we need at that moment. This is Cole Forge Master, which is a dwarf and a warrior. And it's going to let stuff that dies when it's equipped come back to our hand. And we have tokens that are equipped, they'll get a buff too. Arcane Signet for ramp. Batterbone, it's an equipment and a creature. Blackblade Reforged, another really strong creature, maybe our second target after Colossus Hammer for pumping stuff up. Depending on how many lands we have in play, it might even get them bigger than Colossus Hammer. Cold Steel Heart for ramp, Gold Vein Pick for ramp, Mindstone for ramp, Mirror Shield, equipment with Hexproof, which is nice. Reckoner Bankbuster and Unlicensed Hearse is another one of our vehicles / Graveyard Hate. Cloudsteel Kieran, equipment creature, Danitha Capuchin, mana reduction, Maul of the Skyclaves, equipment, Courser, mana reduction, Teferi's protection, Bearded Axe, more equipment, Cthulhu's Fury, can throw something that we get really big to get that win. It's also a land, Two-Handed Axe. Akiri Fearless Voyager is another draw option here for us, and it is a warrior. Forging the Titrite Sword will help us find Halvar and also make some treasures, so that can be a little bit of ramp for us. Four Bears Blade, playing it outside the Bears deck, who knew, but it's a decent equipment. Foundry Inspector is going to make most of our deck cost one less, and Nettle Cyst is going to be huge and let us equip stuff to make it huge. Halvar we kind of mentioned, but creatures we control that are enchanted or equipped have double strike is the other side, but most of the time I think we'll be playing the Sword of the Realms side. Reckless Crew, this is maybe one of the worst rares in Kaldheim, but it's a really fun one in this kind of deck, because we're going to make Dwarf Berserkers for each vehicle and equipment, and then we can attach the equipments to them. Brunor is a Dwarf Warrior, and it has been alchemized, so it is a 5/4, and each creature you control gets +2/+0 for each equipment. I think it's a 5/3 normally in paper, so just a little bit of buff there. Nahiri is... Oh, this is the wrong Nahiri. I wanted to do the one that has equipment. Let's fix that. Panharmonicon can double up our Astor triggers and all other kinds of triggers. And Danitha we talked about. And of course Embercleave, any equipment deck. Basically any red deck should be running Embercleave. So let's get the correct Nahiri. Heir of the Ancients. Looks like that's been alchemized as well. Comes down with 4 loyalty. You can make a core warrior and attach equipment, and you can dig for equipment, and you can deal damage based on warriors and equipment. Mana base, pretty standard. We do have a god in the deck, so we can do the Titrite Sanctum thing, and that's fun with equipment. Okay, now, watch these matches. This deck is hilarious. If you're a new subscriber, thank you. If you're new to the channel, this is a very small channel. Excuse me. So appreciate everybody who subscribes. I'm going to cut it short. You're going to see some matches. Let's go. Check the description for the time codes. Okay, Astor, Bearer of Blades. There you go. That solves the mana order problems. It's a Jodah deck. What a shocker. Maybe play equipment. Can't play that and that, so okay, we'll just play this. Just hope the Jodah deck is gold fishing. Playing their own game of solitaire here. Veto. I'd like to veto your veto. That's the turn. Next turn we Brunor. Cradle. Gonna make me cry. This ram is good. Wish we'd had a little sooner. A double strike. Here comes Jodah. Liliana. My goodness. Make some zombies. Make us start sacrificing. Well, right off the bat, they're gonna make us sacrifice. I'll sacrifice that and huh. Don't really want to sacrifice either of these guys. Kill that Liliana. Draw some cards. Let's go ahead and eat something in a graveyard. Liliana as well. We will attach this to Brunor and attack. There are 5. Wow. Guess we can snarl. See what we get. Get a 2-mana equipment. Ooh, lizard blades. That should about do it, I think. Beating the Jodah. There we go. Up against Steamcast playing Kura, the Boundless Sky. Oh, we got Shram here. They're green, so they might not have too much removal. We wouldn't mind another piece of land. Some ramp, but I think we can keep this. Hopefully land Tram into Lizard Blades. Kura deciding whether they even want to play us. Okay, they keep. Decline. Kura lura, yeah. Saram. Saramaramangong. Tireless Provisioner, that's a good card. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Better. I don't think they block. They might call my bluff on this. Yep, what I thought. Augur of Autumn. Autumn's coming. Yes, it is. Okay. We'll beat him fast. Oh my, the Gitrog monster. That's a busted deck. What are the chances we can beat it? Probably not high. I don't know. Should we get, we could Coal? I guess next turn we can Fighter Class go get, the hammer. The Colossus Hammer. Really need another untapped land to play Astor. I guess if we get the Colossus Hammer, we can pop it on Danitha. That's pretty cool. That's a cool idea. So many good equipments. Of course we're going to get the Colossus Hammer. They ain't blocking here. Roiling Regrowth. Uh-huh. Okay, well maybe we'll save Swords to Plowshares to kill Gitrog. There's the Gitroggy. Why don't you go ahead and there, you can exile my Swords to Plowshares. Oh, Goldvein pick is useful. Get some treasures. Kind of don't want to play the Kazul's Fury or the Sajiri Shelter. They're in black, so I guess. Okay. Well, they can replay their commander, and they do. Okay, back in lands, drawing cards. What you gonna do about a 14/14 first strike vigilance lifelink? Probably kill it. They have one turn to kill it. If they kill it, it goes right back to my hand though. Thanks to Cole. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, if it was an enchanted or equipped, return to its owner's hand creature tokens you control that are enchanted or equipped, get +1/+1. Gitroggy. If we beat Gitrog, which is like S tier commander, that'll be hilarious. I mean, it's probably just because we got a good draw. World Shaper. Sure. Cavalier has trample. Baleful Mastery. No. You have protection from black. chump block for opponent. And get back all their lands. We'll play out the Cavalier. Could also have moved up fighter class. Hero. Okay. Ramping is not winning. Maybe we should have held up Teferi's protection. Skull Prophet. Evolving Wilds. Oracle of the Moldayas. Playing lands off the library. Putting lands in the graveyard, drawing cards. Gotta be about out of... Probably can sack that and draw more cards. The Dread Fugue. We'll be able to get rid of Teferi's protection. Ooh, Shadow Spear, sure. Well, now we could just equip Shadow Spear to Danitha. Give it to the Tramples. Short one more mana. I would like to put the Colossus Hammer on the Cavalier. Yes, opponent goes to 14. We are at 54. Gilded Goose, not a problem. Shambling Ghast, annoying. I don't think a problem. We can Dread Fugue our Teferi's protection. Make us sacrifice coal. Comes back to our hand. I guess they could make us sacrifice coal. Comes back to our hand, and they Dread Fugue coal. Oh, they don't hit any lands with the mill. They did get a land at the top of the library, I guess. We have one card we don't know what it is. Plague Crafter. Oh, I guess cold is not. It's another non-token creature. Darn it. Oh well. We didn't need coal anyway. Black Blade Reforged. That's a good card. Was that their one card we didn't know what it was? Put that on the Goose. Gitrog. Okay. Got the Fairy's protection. So if I move to the Cavalier, I'm going to get +2/+0 for each equipment. Not going to be enough. 16, yeah. Going to be a trade. Like that. I'll have one more. Gitrog. Visioner. 18. So we can force Gitrog to block the commander. And then we have the commander come back to our hand. Is that better, or do we just put it on this? Oh wait, but which order is this going in? That's Danitha. So we'll force the Oracle to block, and we'll force the Gitrog to block Astor. Hope I did that right. So I could have moved over one more equipment too. $89 life. Back to the command zone with ya. Boseju. Get some lands. Gitrog is 19. They got a lot of food they can crack. Going for the tenacious underdog. Okay, their goal might just be to block everything on Danitha. See what we rip off the top. Plains. Yeah. Alright, let's try and find an equipment. We can get a black blade. That seems good. And we can equip it for one. What you gonna do about that? I'll put a gold vein pick on. Why not? You must block with Gitrog. Oh yeah. They cracking that food. Opponent not giving up. This is an epic battle. Okay, they're not going to block with any more than Gitrog. $120 life. Game is far from over. This is going to flip into a giant creature. Okay. They're going for the Plague Crafter. Land of War Elves. Not playing their commander. Huh. We just keep ripping lands. Okay, so that's Astor. Let's force Tireless Provisioner to block Astor. And let's force Plaguecrafter to block Danitha. May as well also put the Underdog on Astor. Unless they don't want me to recast it. In that life, they're back up to 25. We're at 146. Actually absorbed some considerable damage. Don't have any way to draw off of these equipments, do we? Okay, 1313 Branch of Boseiju plus the Black Blade Reforged is going to be pretty huge. Pretty huge. We could send an Astor on a suicide mission just to recast it. Gitrog. Gitrogius. They have just enough left to equip the Black Blade. What do they pop it on? They're willing to take 2 damage to draw a card. They don't put the Black Blade on anything. Ooh. Purse. Exile your underdog. And just these lands that can keep coming back. So we could force. Any of these give first strike? Yeah, let's move Sword of the Realms. Astor. Okay, so Astor will be blocked by Gitrog. And Danitha will be blocked by the branch. Brocked by the branch. And decline because it's going to come back to my hand, right? Or to the realms? To hand. Whew, okay. Did that right. Let's see. Mirror Shield? That's perfect against the Death Touch commander. We'll put Part of the Realms on you. And make you trample. End of turn. Cycles of Baron more. Gonna let my life total get to 200. Vivian Reed. Okay, that can blow up an artifact. Maybe they take out the Colossus Hammer. What did they take out? They killed the Black Blade. That wasn't adding as much as the Colossus Hammer, but I guess over time it would add more. They pay 7 to put their Black Blade on the Shambling Ghast. Okay. Take out Vivian. We might actually have lethal here. Not doing the math yet. Okay, let's make the Goose block Astor. And make the Ghast block Danitha. Yeah, no blockers. Doesn't really matter what order. We'll see if Danitha double strike. Yeah, we probably had lethal. Well, I actually could have cast the two-handed axe then equipped.
Not bad for a mouse.
Okay, clear board. Opponent Urg, spawn of Turg. Okay. It can sack a lot of lands. It's definitely new tech for Gitrog monster. The 2019. That's a big frog. Can make it smaller though. Take some lands out of the graveyard. Terramorphic Expanse for sure, and Gitrog, why not? And let's take some more lands out of the graveyard. Got a concede opponent. Well, I guess they can sack more lands with the Urg's abilities. They can gain a bunch of life. They can sack a bunch of lands, gain a bunch of life. They can potentially sack a lot of lands here. What, 4 lands? So they can give it another 4 power. I guess we can let Danitha die, right? As long as we've got the sort of the realms on it. Or we could force Urg to block Astor. I think that's our better play. Submit 0. You must block Astor. Did I screw that up? Opponent still playing this out. We're at 243 life. They're at 14. Gitrog. Gitrog, don't quit, Rog. That's going to be the whole video here. No way there's time for other games. March of Wretched Sorrow. Yeah, sure. Gain a bunch of life, pay a bunch of life. Nissa, who shakes the world. I can definitely replay Gitrog.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Okay, they had to tap the forest there. Maybe they meant to tap the treasure. What happens if I just kill their whole graveyard? They get to draw land if I lose. Into their graveyard, yeah. Oh, I guess we want them to block Danitha. Let's submit 0 there. Let's up another forest. That lets them draw cards. Always get Gitrogs around. They're really playing this out. I get lethal. Who put a stop there? Did I do that? So I need to leave 3 mana open. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And do X equals 5. Hope I calculated that correctly. Still has trample, right? Okay. I'll attack. You will attack Nissa. Then, because it has the thing that destroys Death Touch, Danitha will submit 0. Astor will force Gitrog to block. And License Hearse will just submit 0. This works as expected. Wait, how are they able to block there? Did I screw that up again?
Forgive me.
Because I was trying to do the mirror shield. Whenever a creature with Death Touch blocks or becomes blocked by this creature, destroy that creature. They finally can't recast the commander, and the game is over. 329 to 10. What a game! Wow. Wow. Thanks to everyone who stuck around. If you stuck around this far, leave a hashtag epic battle in the comments. Yeah. Gitrog. Wow. That was quite the battle. As far as this deck goes, I don't know. I thought I just kind of threw this together. I didn't do any fine-tuning on it, but it was probably a good mix of equipment and creatures, at least in our testing here. So you can definitely play around with the levels of different things, maybe more removal than equipment. You might not have some of these cards. You might be able to replace them with other fun cards that work with this commander. But yeah, this deck is surprisingly strong and a lot of fun. So thank you for joining me here in the attic. I've been Manadad, reminding you, Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.